Okay, we are rapidly coming to the close now. As Kyla said, we want to be very respectful of your time when we do these iCamps by giving you good information and giving it to you in an efficient manner and not running over our target times. We have about 15 minutes left. Excuse me. So let me just say that if you have any final questions, go ahead and start getting them through right now so that we can see what they are and take your questions on the air. If we don't get to your questions on the air, you will receive a personalized email to each and every question after the session is over with answers to anything that you've asked that we did not get to. But I'd like to close with a few other reports that you can use to really help your business, again, in tough economic times. What we've talked about so far are member no sales. This is what I call a front-end failure. In other words, a prospect has walked through the door and you have not sealed the deal. You have not gotten them to close. A cancellation is what I call a back-end failure. That is, you've gotten them through on the front end, they've joined, they've been a member for some amount of time, but now they're canceling or they are quitting. And the iGoFigure software provides you with very powerful tools to measure, to carefully track people who cancel, and reporting, so that you can see who canceled, when did they cancel, for what reason did they cancel, because just like every lost sale is a potential new member, as long as you're doing things correctly, so is every cancellation a potential new member, a rejoined member, if you're doing things correctly. So let's take a quick look at this process. Just to make sure we're all on the same page, let's look at the cancellation real quick procedure. So I'm going to click here on Cancel Member. Let's say Betty Barrington is canceling. Okay, I'm sorry, she's got no active memberships. So let's pick a different member. Let's say Connie is doing a cancellation. Give the system 1 second to catch up here. And she is canceling this membership right here. And we're doing canceling without exchanging any money. Again, the point here is not really to teach you how to cancel a member. I'm going through the steps real quick because I want to show you the screen where I select the reason. Remember that for every member who cancels, the system asks you for a reason from this drop-down list. Was it financial? Was it time? Was it a transfer? Did a competitor take them away from you? Was it a medical reason? Obviously, those are really tough to defeat, right? If they have a medical condition and the doctor says that they should no longer be exercising or doing karate or whatever, that's not something that you can really countermand much, but at least you will know that they canceled for a medical reason, not something else. So let's say that the reason is other, and we will put in here, let's say competitor, and let's say under the details, remember you can enter detailed notes, so say left us for XYZ business. And we click on next, and we will finalize this cancellation. Okay, what happens is that all cancellations are listed on a very important daily piece of paperwork called the traffic control sheet. Let's take a look at that. It's on button 11, paperwork. It's part of your paperwork. So I'll come here to button 11, paperwork. And let's jump over here to the print paperwork tab, the last tab, and we'll look at the traffic control sheet. Now, one of the nice things about the traffic control sheet is, although it's a daily report insofar as the default is going to show you one day, see, December 2nd to December 2nd, the traffic control sheet actually allows you a range. So if I wanted, I could say, show me the traffic control sheet for the last week, or I could view a composite of traffic control sheets for the last month, or for the last year if I wanted to. You can set any 2 dates that you want. Let's just look at the traffic control sheet for today, just the 2nd of December. I had one person who canceled today, the one that I just canceled, Connie. And if you look down here under canceled members, sure enough, there's Connie, there's her phone number, there's the membership type that she canceled, there's the date that it went inactive, and you will see that the detailed notes that I typed, as well as the drop-down reason I selected, competitor, are printed right here on the traffic control sheet. So I see she canceled because of a competitor. She left us for XYZ business. This gives you excellent information because every person who cancels is a potential recurring member if you handle it correctly. Whatever the reason might be that they canceled, you should look for a way to defeat that reason and get them back at your facility. Well, let's say that a person canceled because an employee was rude to them, and they are upset with that, and that's printed right there. Boy, as a manager, as an owner of your business, that's somebody you definitely want to call right away and apologize and say, you know, I've reprimanded this employee or I fired this employee. And what would it take to get you back? I'm so sorry. How about we give you a free month? And you could maybe immediately turn around that cancellation. Let's say that this person canceled and left us for XYZ business. You might want to call that person and say, listen, what does XYZ business have that we don't? And what would it take if we don't have that one specific thing to get you back? Because we love you here and we want you as a member. We've enjoyed having you as a member. On the other hand, let's say that over the course of several weeks you start to notice a lot of people are leaving for XYZ business, and you find out, you do some investigation because this concerns you, and you find out that XYZ business offers the following two machines or programs that you don't, and they're also $5 cheaper per month. You know what? You might want to get in those machines and lower your prices $5 or $6 or $7 or $10 per month, and then pull the traffic control sheet for the last couple of months and look for every single person who left you for the XYZ business and call them up and say, obviously there was something you liked about us because you were a member in good standing here for a year. I know you left us for XYZ business, and I do know they happen to have these two programs that we don't, and they're $5 per month cheaper, but guess what? We just got those two pieces of equipment in, and we just lowered our prices. And if you're willing to come back to us, not only will I waive your re-sign-up fee, I'll give you half off on your next month's dues. Again, I'm just making up theoretical examples, but I hope what I'm doing by showing you these examples is planting some thought seeds, as I like to call them, ways that you can think of that you can use this reporting tool in order to find out who's canceling, who's not joining, so that you can turn these things around. Okay, we are down to the last 10 minutes of our iCamp. It doesn't look like there's a whole bunch of questions that have come through. We normally reserve the last 10 minutes for questions and for a summary and review. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a quick summary and review of what we've covered, and if there's no questions, then we're going to finish a few minutes early here today. If you have any questions, go ahead and type them in quickly right now. As a review, the iGoFigure software has several very powerful built-in features that are going to help you better predict your income by figuring out how many members you're either gaining or losing every month. And they're also going to help you turn things around. If a person quits, you will be able to find out when and why and keep track of this information and hopefully turn lost sales into returning members. It'll also help you track no sales, and this helps you by helping you to figure out your growth, helping you to figure out your attrition, helping you to figure out are your overall membership numbers increasing, decreasing, or staying the same, and by looking at the specific reasons for the no sales to help you adjust your business model. These reports are available quite simply by going into Member No Sale, where you can see a list, print a list, or add a no sale, and also under Paperwork, under your Traffic Control Sheet, which is on the last tab here, Traffic Control Sheet. You can print it for any date range that you want, and cancellations will show up. Okay, Gilbert is asking if a person cancels automatically, and I know what you mean by this. He's got it in parentheses. Let me kind of paraphrase this question. He's saying, like if a month-to-month membership ends, or if the person was a 6-month prepay, now 6 months are up and they never came back in, will that also appear on the cancellations column on the traffic control sheet? Gilbert, excellent question, and the answer is yes, most definitely appears in the same column. And the really nice thing is, again, you get detailed notes. So if the member cancels, because they've taken a positive action step to cancel, they've come in and canceled, you'll see that there along with the reason and the detailed notes that you typed. If a membership automatically ends, that shows up along with an appropriate system-generated note, 6-month prepay membership ended. And again, that's very fair game for you to call. If a person let their membership expire, they've not come in to renew, call them on the phone. Remember, it's got their phone number right there. We do that on purpose so that you can just pick up the phone. You've got the person's name, the person's number, the date it ended, and you can say to them, Gilbert, sorry, I'm using you as the example, Gilbert, since you asked the question. Hey, I noticed your 6-month membership just expired, and we've really enjoyed having you as a member here over the last 6 months. Are you interested in renewing? Really? Why not? Oh, I understand. Money's tight for everybody. What about if we give you 50% off on your re-sign-up fee and your first month free? That's what it takes, and suddenly you've got the member again for another 6 months. Any other questions? Linda is asking, okay. Linda, all right, I know exactly what you're asking about. Don't mean to not answer on the air. It's a bit complex. I promise you, you're going to get a personal answer by email from one of our trainers or support agents after this session. addressing that question in particular. Linda had a question about money management. Any other questions? When is the next iCamp? Ken, good question. We appreciate it. We do try to do these iCamps about once per month. We experiment with a format a little each time. You might have noticed we went from an hour and a half that we've normally done these to just an hour this time. And we would certainly consider in the future, especially as we go into volumes 5, 6, 7, 8, and beyond of these iCamps, starting to do real quick iCamps, let's say a 30-minute iCamp, and giving you even faster, more concise information. We would love your feedback. Please send us an email at training@igofigure.com and let us know what you would like to see, what you would like to learn, what the ideal length of an iCamp is for you, what days of the week and hours of the day are best for you. Laura's saying, I am just learning the software and would like to learn more. I look forward to future training. Well, thank you very much, Laura. We appreciate this. And, you know, the more that our customers know about the software, we feel that hopefully that's the more potential that you have for success in your business. Computer software is a very important tool, especially these days, in running your business day to day and in planning for it and being successful. I've been with GoFigure 8 years coming up this January, and I've seen the incredible array of features that have been added to the software through each new release that has come out. Today, as the software exists in 2011 that we'll be at in just a month here, it's an extremely powerful, feature-rich piece of software that can definitely help you to be more successful in your business. So I want to thank you very much for your time here today, for attending our iCamp, for being an iGoFigure customer. And I'd like to close by wishing you the very best. I hope that you all had a great Thanksgiving holiday weekend, at least those of you who are in the U.S. and Canada and just celebrated it. Best wishes for the holidays if we don't have another iCamp before the end of the year. Happy holidays, best wishes for the new year. And as always, we wish you a lot of success with the software and with your business. Thanks again so much for attending, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye, everyone.